Hey you guys, welcome to Angel Angela, and as you can see by the title, we are going to be talking about the narcissist, the curse, and the blessing. So I wanted to thank you guys, all of you, and I wanted to tell you guys that it's not by chance and it's not by accident if you have clicked on this channel. The narcissist, curse, and blessing, you guys. Let's get into it. So, I was thinking a lot today about mind control, especially me, myself, coming from a cult. And mind control, you guys, is, someone enforcing your thoughts. A large group, especially a large group, in a cult, in a church, where they want you to all have the same belief systems about life. Some people even force themselves in a toxic, narcissistic, abusive relationship until they die because the people from their cult, will turn their backs on them if they leave the relationship because they all have the same vibration that they're trying to keep in this organization, and that energy is feeding them. Your energy, those souls sitting in that room, not being free thinkers, not thinking for themselves, not learning for themselves, looking for someone to educate them, looking for someone to really take over their life, especially when you start to judge others by the way they live, and in a sense you're enforcing narcissism by telling that person that they're wrong and you're right? And that's part of the mind control. But what I thought was such a blessing from the narcissist, the curse and the blessing, is that when you realize that everything around you was a lie, the narcissist in your life, they projected their feelings and thoughts and train of thinking, their mind control, hijacking, watchers. They're the watchers. These watchers, these people who are watching your every move and judging you, the watchers, the hijackers, these type of people, these narcissist people are all under a spell, all under mind control. And like I said, I was thinking about the mind control that goes on in these cults and the 144,000 that it speaks about in the Bible. And this isn't to, I'm not getting into religion to bash anyone. This is just my personal experience, and everyone here on this channel who is spiritual, who has faith, and who's definitely living their dream now, being away from the narcissist and trying to get away from them because they're waking up to the truth about these demonic entities, the realization of good and evil in this world. And I would think to myself, like, wow, these 144,000 that it speaks about in the Bible, a lot of these cults and these churches believe that their churches all, they're the right church, and the 144,000 are in their church, and some of these organizations have passed way over 144,000 people in their church, right? And they're all giving offerings and doing all type of things to keep this organization going. Yet, if there's only 144,000, right, it's kind of contradicting. So when you start asking yourself, wondering, like Wonder Woman, and you're playing you're a superhero. You're a superhero in your reality. That's how you have to look at it. You're a wanderer. You're a wanderer. You might wonder, ask questions for every little thing, and that's something that people might not like about you, Because the moment you start asking questions, why am I confessing my sins? Why am I going to church on these days? Why am I doing this? Where does it say that? Where did this book come from? Once you just start asking so many questions, people turn on you. As soon as you go against anything, even in a job, if you go to a job and they're making you do something and there's a shortcut to doing it, and there's nothing wrong with that shortcut. It's just that boss is like, this is how I want it done, right? The moment you question it, just by questioning, like, oh, how come we can't do this? Everyone will look at you and their eyes will turn black, and the narcissist, the demon in them, will come out, and you will see that you didn't do anything wrong. You just literally asked, I'm wondering why. And it's crazy to talk about it because that's part of the mind control. It's not you. It's not that you're a bad person. We're not perfect beings, but it's the moment that you question anything that the mind control kicks into these people, and it's like a spirit that attacks you. You're not allowed to be a free thinker. You're not allowed to be free. And if you're not allowed to be free somewhere, that means that these people are literally trying to put chains around your soul. This is why you run across people in your life that you might say, this is a good friend. They're always there for me, no matter what I do wrong, no matter the bad choices I make. They know my heart. That's because this person isn't brainwashing you. This person is allowing you to be a free thinker. And that's part of the blessing. And once you leave a narcissist relationship, you will see that you will become a free thinker, and you can manifest and have anything that you want. And you realize the type of control that the narcissist had over your life. It really is mind-blowing, you guys, because the narcissist relationship is literally a curse and a blessing. The curse is being in a state of mind where you're sleeping. The curse is allowing others to control and make you feel like you need to accomplish certain things by a certain age, or be married by a certain age, or judge you by your failed relationships, or, say really nasty things about you, especially if you're, the black sheep. They will say, well, it must be you. Why is it that everyone else is getting along and it's not you? It's because there was something that happened that you question the reality of those around you, and they don't want to look at themselves. They don't even want to question the mind control. And the thing about the universe, you guys, is that everything that we seek, any information that you seek, will come to you. The moment I started to question my religion and things in my family, or why we were doing certain things, the moment I questioned anything, everyone turned against me. Even the people that were never even involved in my life, family members that didn't really know me, they started to also persecute me. And I felt like I was being hanged on a cross. And the reason was because I questioned their realities, because I needed to find my reality and who I was and my identity for myself, right? And the thing about the universe is that the moment you question anything, God, the universe, whatever you want to call it, this higher energy, the energy of truth, will give you just that, the truth. The moment you question something, yes, you lost your family. Yes, you lost these things, but it gave you the answers that you were seeking. Why? Because you have free will. And the universe, it's like, oh my gosh, it's like your parent. It's like your parent allowing you to be yourself, whoever you want to be, But when you're in the wrong direction, or you have a bad friend on your corner, your parent is letting you know this is not a good person. This narcissist isn't a good person. And the universe keeps telling you, all these bad things keep happening. Everything they're hiding from you reveals itself. And the universe just keeps telling you, and it's like, this is a lesson, learn the lesson and keep going. And you're just like, no, I don't want to learn the lesson. I'd rather be cursed. I don't want the blessings. And it's like you do it to yourself. And once you move away from those type of relationships that are holding you down and aren't allowing you to be yourself, which is a form of mind control, you will see that in other aspects of life, anything you question, if you're at a job and you question something and everyone turns on you, the universe will redirect you to a better job. Something might happen there, or, and you get redirected to maybe starting your own business, and it's like the universe keeps redirecting you, and you have to keep writing your story, but somehow you don't want to continue writing that story because you stay stuck in that chapter with that narcissist. You stay stuck in that chapter, and it's like you have writer's block. And when you have writer's block, you stay in that moment where there's no thoughts coming in. You don't really know your belief systems anymore because you're kind of like, wow, the people that I looked up to, they also are imperfect, and they also have information that they can't even give me. And the reason is because they all got stuck in some form of mind control. And you found this channel because you were seeking certain answers, and maybe people around you make you feel like you're crazy. But I'm here to tell you, you're not crazy. I'm here to tell you that anytime you wonder about anything, you will find the answers, and you might go through some heartache. But in the end, it's about looking at your rear view mirror, looking over your shoulder at everything you've seen, everything you've went through, and seeing the true reality behind all that fog. Seeing around you and seeing that the relationships and the families and your perception of what you thought was really is not. It's all about energy, you guys. Those lessons will become blessings. You keep writing the chapters in your life. You keep being a free thinker. You keep moving forward, continuing your story. And hey, if you need some time, if you need to think, if you need to reevaluate your circumstances, do just that. But don't stay stuck there. And don't feel because you are stuck that you will always be stuck. Because the knowledge that is coming to you is a lesson that you needed to learn. And the quicker you learn that lesson, the faster you will be able to get back on your path. And when you get back on your path, it's like you're going back and placing yourself where you were supposed to be the whole time. And you look back and you realize that you didn't really waste any time. There was no time wasted. When you look back, these narcissists are the ones living in their hell. And you realize that you had to get out of that hell because they were literally bottom feeders and they were pulling you down. They grabbed you and pulled you down just unexpectedly, and there was no one around to teach you. But the universe came and gave you the tools that you needed to move forward. Whether your parents were around to teach you or not, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. There's no one around you that can teach you these lessons but yourself. The universe is always on your side. You are never alone. And you always have your subconscious mind telling you what you already know. You just have to implement trust in yourself. Don't double guess yourself. When you feel something, go along with your gut feeling. If you feel like, hey, I need to get out of this place, I need to get out of this room, it's time for me to go home, it's time for me to go do this, I need to go do this, maybe I should work out. No, maybe right now is the time. Everything that you feel, everything that you see, when you see a red flag, even with me, I had situations where, I bought a new car, and when I pulled up, there was a sign that said, no commission, no handling, or no, basically, they're saying, oh, we don't get paid commission, and we're not going to, no salesman is going to be, trying to force you to buy a car and things like that. So they were promoting this no commission sales for this car dealership. And when I went in and I was getting ready to buy the car and sign the papers away, the salesman comes in and he's like, oh my God, they're not going to give me my commission sales. And in my head, I was thinking, outside it says that you guys don't get commission sales, but I just kind of said, oh, well, maybe that's just what they say. Maybe they really don't get a big commission sales. So he went on saying that the secretary was going to get part of his commission sales. And I was like, wow, why? I don't even know her. She didn't even come say hi to me, or she hasn't been in any type of involvement in my car buying process, right? And that red flag that I seen that sign outside, then another red flag of this guy telling me that he's not getting his commission sales, and I'm seeing all this going down. And then he comes back and he's like, oh, they gave it to me, but if they wouldn't have gave it to me, I would have quit my job because I'm tired of, what I'm going through. And I felt like I empathized towards, his situation. But a week later, my car stops working, and it had transmission problems and things like that. But the thing is, the universe, you guys, it's like, it's a wonderful feeling. It's like the signs are always there. I know it's a messed up situation, but you have to pay attention to the signs and the lessons. The lesson was, you saw that there was a sign. You saw that these people are telling on themselves. They're brainwashed, they're mind controlled, and they're so sick in the head that they're telling you, these narcissists, they tell you what's going on around them. And it's like the universe uses them to tell you what's going on. But just as, being surrounded by all these narcissists, it's like it makes you realize that the mind control is so deep. But even though it's a curse, it's a blessing, because you have eyes 20/20 to see what's going on around you, right? And just as there's evil out here using people to get to you, there's also good out here that's working all in your favor. But you have to stop messing your blessings up, you guys. You have to get out of the mind control. Anytime you see someone that's judging someone, or they feel as if their way of living it's better, you have to know that they're in some form of mind control. And that is your blessing. It's a curse and a blessing. But you being a wanderer, truly sets your spirit free. Anyone who is under mind control is under a curse, and they're not receiving their blessings the way they should. So when you go to these organizations When people are judging you, when people aren't letting you be yourself, when people are messing with your perception, they're messing with your soul. So, the greatest blessing is having the universe always on your side, the universe always forgiving you. It's like a parent that just forgives you over and over again. And that's always there for you. So you're never alone, you guys. I love you guys. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like this video, share it, and share the love, you guys. Bye.